Let's go, ladies.
From the top of Trump Tower to the escalators at the bottom, there are 58 stories according to city records, 68 stories according to Trump himself, who had the elevator numbers skip 10 floors to make the building seem bigger, and some other stories according to federal prosecutors. Over the past week, special counsel Robert Mueller charged 13 Russian nationals with crimes related to election meddling and unveiled bank fraud accusations against Trump's former campaign manager, Paul Manafort. As the federal investigation continues, here's a layout of Trump Tower's most controversial condos and the campaign office now under scrutiny. First stop, the 63rd floor, once home of Vadim Trincher. Trincher was a leader of a Russian-American crime ring that operated an international gambling operation from Trump Tower that laundered over $100 million. Prosecutors said Trincher coordinated with his neighbor on the 51st floor, Hillel Heli Namad, who acquired nearly an entire floor of the building for an estimated $21 million, according to listings on StreetEasy. Trincher, Namad, and dozens of others pled guilty to charges connected to the gambling operation, while their alleged ringleader slipped away as a fugitive in Moscow,
Russia!
where he attended Trump's Miss Universe competition just months after the FBI raid in New York in 2013.
We have as good as I've ever seen in terms of beauty. The beauty is amazing.
Next stop, the 49th floor, where FIFA official Chuck Blazer rented an $18,000 a month apartment for himself and a second $6,000 apartment primarily for his pet cats. Blazer also loved going to Miss Universe competitions and let Trump film his commercial for Trump University in his apartment.
At Trump University, we teach success.
A decade later, Trump would settle lawsuits brought by students against Trump University for $25 million and no admission of wrongdoing.
And I went to the best business school.
Blazer befriended President Putin and voted for Russia to host the 2018 World Cup.
In Russia.
Before admitting to taking bribes and pleading guilty to tax evasion, money laundering, racketeering, and wire fraud. Dropping down now to floor 43, where Trump's former campaign manager, Paul Manafort, purchased a $3.6 million condo in 2006.
Paul Manafort has done an amazing job.
But federal investigators now believe that Manafort made his millions working as an unregistered foreign agent for pro-Russian political leaders, and charged him with conspiracy and money laundering last October. He's pled not guilty and filed a lawsuit challenging the broad authority of special counsel Robert Mueller. Final stop, the 26th and 25th floors. It was here that Trump Jr., Kushner, and Manafort agreed to take a meeting with a Russian-linked lawyer in June 2016 after being promised damaging information on Hillary Clinton.
Lock her up. That's right. That's right. Lock her up.
After the election, Michael Flynn and Jared Kushner arranged a separate private meeting with the Russian ambassador at Trump Tower, which they say was to establish a fresh start in Russian relations.
General Flynn is a wonderful man.
This past December, Flynn pled guilty to lying to the FBI about his communications with the now former Russian ambassador and is cooperating with Mueller's investigation while facing up to 5 years in prison. Kushner denies any wrongdoing.
I did not collude with Russia, nor do I know of anyone else in the campaign who did so.
With smoke recently billowing from its rooftop, Trump Tower's stack of stories continues to grow. But when it comes to alleged Russian connections, Trump himself insists it's all smoke and no fire.
There is absolutely no collusion. I didn't make a phone call to Russia. I have nothing to do with Russia.